No, this is BT. This is BT internet. That can't be right. 26 meg. It's not possible. 36 meg. Must be somewhat lagging out. 75 download speed. That's right. That's definitely BT. Yeah, the upload's a bit slow. It's at 10. Yeah, it's only at 10 or 12. But we could still be uploading. At least it's 10, so it should be alright. Looks like we're lagging out. I think the stream's died. Yeah, it's fucking stream's died. What the fuck? Am I? I'm confused what's going on here. Am I streaming or what? What the fuck is going on? You can't believe what I'm seeing here. Why is everything moving when I'm not clicking on it? Maybe because I deactivated the Elgato. Go to sleep. Have fun with your negative energy. That's you dick. Right. Add to block list and restream chat. I suppose we could do that, couldn't we? I'll never see his messages, will I? I'm lagging. My voice is lagging. My voice is lagging. Nothing else to do. Right. Testing the mic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Testing the mic. Testing the mic. Testing the mic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, here we go. How to block or ban or mute chapters on Twitch. Right, testing the mic again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Setting a fence.
Apparently, you just right-click their names, but maybe they gotta be live. Have a look. What's going on here? 1st of the 30th. 30th of the 1st. So that was yesterday. What's going on here, I see? Same problem as yesterday. Communication. Same as today. Communication, bro. That's not the problem, but okay. You died in zone. And you died in zone while trying to raise your name. Not the problem at this point. Not in the line. Go to sleep. Right, if I get this off the screen, I've just done. It's also expanded. It's like I'm using the GUI thing, the GUID. I don't know how you pronounce it. The software system. I'm looking at it. Everything's zoomed in. It's so massive. It's really hard. So let's get rid of this guy off my Twitch. How'd you do it? I don't know how you do it. How'd you go back? What the fuck did I do? Am I lagging or something? I have the option, but now I've lost the option. Messages, mod, actions, no. Mod comments, no. Messages, no. Mod actions, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting off me fucking thingy. I did it, Marga. Start all over again. Go to Twitch. Messages now. What the fuck is going on? It always looks so big. Twitch. This is so expanded. Where's all the messages gone? Now I can't fucking get the mess. Oh, it's got to be a piss take. Has to be a piss take. Has to be. He's not even a follower. Not even a follower. Yeah, he was here for a negative reason. Not even a fucking follower. More info. Latest followers. No appeal to approach. Don't know which is the top or the bottom. Kanto is at the bottom. Manuus is next. No Wolfie there. No Wolfie in the list that I can see. I don't know where you would see the rest of your followers. I know I've only got about 60. Latest followers, pop out extension, more info. So yeah, he's not even a follower, he's just here for negativity. So what we'll do, I'll just mute him on here. Restream, add to block list and restream trade. Block this user, yeah, you're blocked. See you later, mate. Not even a follower, he's just a negative. I knew it. It's probably somebody I know in the real world has come on here to try and give me some shit. Make me look bad. 90% of the stuff that I say about my randoms are right. Okay? We all moan a little bit when we don't need to moan. That's just normal. It's a fucking game. But 90% of that I say about my randoms is right. And about fucking 2-3 years ago when I used to do this more intently, let's say nearly 100% of the stuff, 95% of the stuff was right that I said. I'm around about 90% right now. I legitimately say this now. That kiddie that was communicating the game after the one that decided to mute us for whatever silly reasons. Why have you got your mic on in the first place? That's the best communicator I've ever had on this game. 60,000 randoms. That is not a lie. It's 11 o'clock now. I'm not going to play anymore. But I think you just got to right click on their name in Twitch. But it was all, I don't know how to explain it. I'm going to show you it so you can see what I'm on about. I'm going to quit the game now anyway. Let's just see. The lag could be coming from the laptop, can't handle it. So we're nearly in. I wanted to get into Plat 2 tonight, but never mind. So the plonker random, and then the plonker person in chat trying to antagonize the situation a tiny bit. And then so you know, I died in the ring. I get that, yeah. Also my Bangalore died in the ring. Yeah, I get that, yeah. But the reason my Bangalore died was completely his fault. Okay? All right? The way I died wasn't completely my fault. I haven't got an idea how hot that ring is. I know at the end ring, you don't want to be touched by the bitch. Do you know what I mean? That's an early game ring. I didn't know how much I needed me health and all that. That's called a mistake. Do you know what I mean? Me Bangalore at the end should not have gone anywhere near touching that ring. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't put my mic on and have a go at him. I said, "It's okay, mate. GG's. We come third. It's RP, mate." You played with the randoms that I've had on this game for 60,000 randoms, let's say. I can count on one hand. I can count on this hand out of how many games would that be? I don't know how many ranked games I've played. Forget about public, but ranked games. Let's say I've played 10,000 ranked games. I can count on this hand how many times somebody's won the game after I'm dead. Do you know what I mean? Not carried. Carried's a strong word. Carried is like this game. If somebody's carrying you, to me, you got to revive me 3 times. You got to respawn me twice. Yeah, and then we got to win. And then at the end of the game, I look up at it and it says 3 revives, 2 respawns, and you've got, I don't know, let's say 4,000 damage, yeah, and you've got 10 kills, yeah. or 12 kills. I'd say 12. All right, that's a good. That's a carry number, right? But he's also got to revive and respawn. If somebody's playing their own game, right, and they're getting the win, they haven't carried you. Do you know what I mean? Because they didn't do any teamwork. It didn't help you at all. They've not carried you. If they've carried you, they would be supporting you. They would be helping you. Do you know what I mean? So I've been carried probably 5 times in this game on ranked. So I've watched my teammates go ahead and win. At a Gibby once, he won after I died. Maybe I died at say top 12 or something. Um, top 10. I don't usually die much before top 10. Um, so I had a Gibby once. I remember that. So I can't remember where they were, but that's how rare it is. You know what I mean? So when you get carried to me, you've got to be carrying me, not just win. You have to carry me. Do you know what I mean? And I've never been carried on this game. I've never been revived 3 times in a game and respawned twice in a game and won the game. And I've ended up with say 700 damage and no kills, and my teammate's got like 12 kills and he's got 4K and he's fucking revived. I've never had that ever. Do you know what I mean? I don't get damage, so I can't say about damage, but I've definitely carried my randoms. I've definitely had more than 10 kills on some games. I've definitely had more than 6 kills in some games, and I've definitely revived my teammates 3 times and respawned them twice, and I've ended up getting a win. I've done that quite a few times. I don't know how many times. Probably 50 times in this game. You know, maximum. I wouldn't say it's definitely not over 50. Maybe only 35 times, something like that. But I've definitely done that, and I've never had that done for me. So that's what I would class as a carry. Damage isn't important, but obviously if you're covering your teammate all the time, you're protecting him, yeah, you're carrying him. Do you know what I mean? If you're respawning him, reviving him, and you're controlling the space when he's respawning, and you're getting damage, doing all that, then the 4K damage is really valuable. But if you're running off on your own over here, and you're just starting fights all the time, and then running away with your ability, and then we're in trouble because you fucking jump padded a million miles over there, or you grappled a million miles out of there, and now they're all shooting us. That's not a carry, okay? That is not a carry. A carry is somebody who plays the game to the full potential of the game. So that's teamwork, comms, playing battle royale, and going above and beyond what you would need to do playing with a couple of random teammates. Do you know what I mean? That's a carry. You know, carry is a strong word. Do 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 do. It's clicky baity titles. A lot of people put them in their videos, don't they? It's clicky baity. So we didn't rank up, but we got some whatever. Stop recording. We got them recording anyway. We don't have to see him anymore. It might pop on YouTube though. At least we can figure it out. If I had, say, I don't know, say 10 people spoke to me on Twitch a week and one of them said that to me, it wouldn't bother me because I don't get that many viewers. And somebody says that after you've just watched. My teammate Octane go over Mars on the right, yeah. My teammate's on the left, and I'm sitting in between the both of them trying to protect both their sides. Now I need to help my teammate down here. When it's his turn to help me, don't help. And then when I do get the knock, no one's sending it, and then Octane comes over super late. There's a lot of things that went wrong in that fight. Do you know what I mean? Before me dying near the ring. Do you know what I mean? So that's a guy that is, and he's not even a follower, so I don't give a fuck. Do 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 do. So we've only played 300 hours on PC, and we've probably played 100 because we've been pissing about changing our key buttons. Spent more time looking at the keyboard, figuring out what buttons to change. I'm back. Hey, don't really want to talk something. Right. We got a sandwich we actually do like, but the problem is we're not doing our diet specifically at the moment, but we're trying to slowly wean our way back in it so it doesn't feel like I'm suffering when I'm doing it. Imagine you went from eating sweets 7 nights a week for 2 weeks, eating a packet of crisps every night of the week for 2 weeks, to eating chips probably 5 times in that time, having stuff from a takeaway 5 times in that time, maybe six actually, because I went and got cod and chips as well. I fancied a cod and chips. Um, and then all of a sudden you had to be a vegan or you had to fast or something like that. It's quite hard. Do you know what I mean? Especially when I got shoulder pains and all this, and I can't even do my activity side of things, which usually makes me feel a bit better. So, and the controller broke, so that kind of ruined my momentum. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, since Friday, since the beginning of last week, I've ended up not leaving my home to going on my bike at least twice. I've walked two longer distances twice, so that's 4 times of activity. Um, Been to the park at least 3 times. What else? Washed my clothes this week, and I hadn't washed anything for 2, 3 weeks. I pottered around and tidied a few places. I didn't do nothing mad. I just went a bit overkill with the vacuum and moving some stuff around. Still got to tidy my desk behind me, my area behind me, which you see is messy. But I tidied my kind of hallway up a little bit the other day and went round my bathroom a bit, tidied that up a tiny bit. Um, Problem is because of me body that I'm healing, I've got to take a lot of shit up there, which I'm not taking. Not stopped taking it about 2 weeks ago. And I'm trying to get that back into my system as well. So imagine that you're going from not doing any of that to all of a sudden you got to start taking 10 tablets again a day. Got to force these 3 drinks down you 3 times a day, and they all taste differently. Do you know what I mean? And you got to eat your healthy food again. Plus you got to shop it, and then you got to exercise again, and then you know what I mean. It's a lot, you know. So I'm rebuilding it slowly, so it doesn't feel like such a pain. If that makes sense, I think it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, the game's got nice graphics, got nice colors. I think the audio's all right. I don't think it's the best audio in the world, but I think it's okay. It's better than I was finding Call of Duty. I quit at COD 4. COD 4 had a really good audio. I went back on Vanguard. I couldn't tell you what the audio was like on that. And I obviously played Warzone a little bit after that. And I played Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 6. And until all those audios since COD 4 were shit that I knew of. Do you know, terrible for competitive and pointless playing. Very oh, I don't know. You're so disconnected from the game because of the audio quality is so shit. Do you know what I mean? So, it's got that in it. And that's good. I used to hate it because I was pure battle royale and the whole player base were dead by round one. That's what was happening for me. And if I was playing rank, my squad mates were dead. Usually, most of the time, I wouldn't say every time, but most of the time, or a lot of the time. What's the weaker word? Most of the time is weaker than a lot of the time, isn't it? Most of the time, my teammates were one of the first ones dead on the server. It was a fucking nightmare. I started off helping them, like really helping them, and realizing they're just going to be. It's like they were programmed to run in and just die. So I was fucking well annoyed with that. So then that creates a bit of negative in your game where you don't want to send with them because they're going to die straight away. Do you know what I mean? Um, Plus, I was taking legends that back then where I was mixing them with the team. You know, I was trying to take Caustic now and again because I had this teammate, and obviously none of them were interested in playing the legend. They were using the ability to get them out of the shit they put themselves in. It wasn't for you. Do you know what I mean? There was no team composition there. I think that's the right word. Is that what they call the comp or the meta? I always forget what the two are. Composition, meta. What's the meta? Composition, team composition. I don't know what that means, but one of them two. Should learn it all. I know enough about competitive to coach, but you can't coach. I couldn't never coach this game at high level. I'd have to learn the game again. You know, knowing that this teammate that revives you is going to re-heal my flesh as well. This guy that heals me is whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or this guy here can scan the beacon and he can see the hackers. You know what I mean? This one here, he sees the ring and all that stuff, you know, the fine details, you know, the core of the game, you know? And then you've got the higher level stuff, which I don't know, but which is like you play against higher level players, they try something out, you know, they're not dumb players. So if they try something out and they're getting fucked, you know, so they're trying to do a new legend out or something like that against a certain whatever it is meta comp that the enemy are picking. They're trying to just change it up a bit and try things out. They get fucked, and you know they're good players behind the guns because they're obviously supposed to be pros. You know that comp don't work. Somebody don't have to waste, so you get a bigger learning curve at the higher end. Do you know what I mean? Which you don't learn down playing with randoms because randoms are just taking whatever legend serves them. They're not thinking about their teammates and all that. Where obviously, if you play at a higher level, you really do know which ones are the good legends. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I know what you mean. Do you know what I mean? I know what I mean. I know what I mean. Huh? Huh? Anyway, yeah. I like the gunplay. I like the movement. I like colors. I like graphics. I think the audio's all right. If it's perfect. I've lagged out on the game for 5 years. I've had I've never had teammates like that in my life yet. I was balancing it out thinking, right, this is console. There's going to be some kids on here. You know what I mean? Some little kids. Um, so that's going to make up probably 50% of the player base. But then I was getting loads of people that did have mics now and again, and they were all adults, you know, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 25-year-olds, some 30-year-olds on there. Do you know what I mean? It was all right on there. Mm. Dun, 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 dun. We've tidied up our desktop. Look at this. Bit of OCD. No, because look, it's not in line. This should come over, shouldn't it? So go on then. One, two, three. About right? Yeah. One, two, three, four. Gap. Five, six, seven. One over. Two, three. We didn't use that one. We're just putting it in there to make it look cool. I think we've turned into a child again. There you are. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking shut up. Shut up. Kid. Save some. There. Yeah. That's what we can do. Well, in theory, that actually does go down there, but it needs to go there, and it's annoying me. So it's going here, like that. We've decided. We've decided. I believe the recycle bin should always be top left-hand corner, don't you? Does anybody disagree? Do you disagree with me to agree with me? Does anybody out there agree with me to disagree with me, or do you agree with me to disagree with me? Yes. Are we lagging or what? My headset even on? Ooh, 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 ooh. What, suppose we can carry on downloading that game? We did it. Alright, we installed it. Turn that off, people. Couldn't believe it when I uncapped my frames. Oh my gosh. I was over 200. That's high, isn't it? That's quite a good number. I was amazed. Dark, isn't it, in here? Dun, 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 dun. I will have a little dig at anybody who's new on my stream. If anybody gives me a little bit of shit. If I don't recognize your name and you're immediately picking holes in me, you know, within a day or two. Ah. We did have some wraps left. I could have maybe transferred it across. Why does she look so tall? We got her on a platform to make her be the lead singer. Oh, wait though. Get that ring off, girl. We could get more fans. Get that ring off. I like her. She's got a ring on. She's not one of them. Some people would be like that. I'll take my ring off, so it may be a certain gender type of person would become a fan. No, come, man. Come. You got a problem when somebody doesn't understand about how powerful communication is. There's a problem immediately. When somebody thinks that you going on about people not communicating is not important, is not a problem, and they think you're like crazy just saying that, yeah, you got a problem, haven't you? The most important things about a game is audio. So first thing you'll do is hear somebody before you see them. Right? The next way you can get information from the game quicker than your own audio, yeah, is your teammates' communication. Okay? I'd say that's fucking pretty important. And the next way you can sense something in the game is obviously your visual. Do you know what I mean? Possibly a shadow. You could say a shadow, your details. You know what I mean? So obviously that's not human related. That's not hardware related. It's a game. If it puts a good shadow in it, don't put a good shadow in. Oh, that's me though. I think that's quite an analytical way. You could go more analytical than that, I suppose. But like I said, I don't think I could do high end esports unless I was playing the game in depth and playing it at that level. Unless I was coaching. Trying to think of this as was a reality. Coach somebody that team spirit, togetherness, communication, some tactics, push tactics on them for certain situations and all that. And somebody already kind of I've got their composition, knows what legend works and what legend don't. Not that kind of analytics. I don't want to be telling this legend will probably win you this by 5% because I don't know enough about the legends because I avoided a lot of them. And I haven't played scrims and I've only played diamond lobbies mainly. And I didn't want to do that anyway. But obviously now as the game's gone on, the amount of knowledge I had on the game, if I just would have just played scrims a little bit. I don't know, for four scrims a month or something, just to get my knowledge on that side of the game. I'd have, I think I could have coached anybody that wanted to be a top 200 pred, top 250 pred or something like that. You want to be a top 250 pred? A lot of them got to have squads, haven't they? You know what I mean? They're going to play with different people that they know on their friends list. I get that, but there's going to be some squads there. So if you want to be one of them, you want to get into that top 250 and hold it and try and break a bit higher. They've definitely got enough knowledge to help that. And no offense to the pro teams in the game, some of them are a bit, they're just skill. There's just no, you can tell they haven't got a history of playing another game competitively. I think the only thing that makes Apex player a better player is having knowledge of playing Counter Strike or the Call of Duties that I used to play or the Medal of Honor that I played. I can't think of any games in between. I know obviously there was what's that game called? The Battle Royale, the kind of cartoony game. Not to disrespect, I think played it a lot. I'm not sure. Can't remember the name. Yeah, so until me active chat gets a bit more active, which it has pickled about, it's bubbled a bit recently. Once it starts getting a bit more active again, I'll be less on somebody. But at this moment in time, I'm going to be on. You get on me quick, I'll be on you quick too. A bit of balance on here. When I start getting more kind of a positive person typing, or more than one typing, when I get a few on here again, I'll start accepting the odd shit talk. But I ain't taking no shit talk at the moment. The channel's been too fucking quiet, too fucking dead for too fucking long for me to care about a couple of views one night. Do you know what I mean? Just because I can't bother to put up with somebody digging it all at me. You know? Anybody who goes negative on the person they're watching, why are you there? Why are you watching them? What are you getting from them? That's all I'm saying. I don't remember ever watching something I don't like. I just wouldn't want to be in, just, you know? Oh, see some videos on YouTube the last couple of days. Slating, what was that guy's name? He ended up making more money apparently. Somebody told me earlier. I think Nate was. What's his name? Kingspan or something. Was trying to win a tournament, wanted to get some money, and he was moaning about something. It wasn't major. It's just gamers, whatever you want to call it. Gamers talk, wanting to win, being vocal about it. Fair play. I'd want to win, but I wouldn't be too vocal about it. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm very cautious who I play with. I've been very vocal how I want to play. If you don't want to play that way, I got no fear of telling you no. Do you know what I mean? Not playing with you. No thanks. If you're not going to communicate, not playing with you. Not interested. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows how much communication is key and how much I push it on my channel, which is obviously teamwork. So I'm always gonna never gonna play with somebody who ain't gonna communicate. Simple as that. I'm not. I've said it enough on my channel, you know what I mean? And then when it comes to me, when I do play a lot with somebody and they're never doing height advantage, ever, and you're always the one doing height advantage, then I slowly won't want to play with that person over time. Just that would take a while, though. Do you know what I mean? Especially if I'm bringing it up now and again. Is there any chance you could stay on the height advantage, mate, when I'm looting the death box for once? Do you know what I mean? So I don't get fucked from somebody I don't know who's coming because you're not on the height advantage. And whenever you're looting or whenever you're in trouble, I'm helping you immediately because I'm on height advantage. Because somebody else, if I played with somebody enough, I would probably say that. Um, but communication's key. And then eventually, if I was playing rank with them, I'd say, look, we need to start doing Pacific Legends. Do you know what I mean? Just so we can push a certain way, or we can get away a certain way, or we can defend a certain way. Just some basics, When something goes wrong, we've got a little plan. It doesn't have to be crazy tactics. The old me would analyze the fuck out of a game, but the new me is just like, look, if this happens, find a way to get to the end ring. There's rule one. So there's a method you do, where you play the beginning, where you play the middle, and where you get to the end. What happens if you meet a fight and you have to fight? Survive the moment, but don't be scared to fight. But make sure everything when you're playing your position, it's about a get out clause, just so you're guaranteed to keep not dying in the early game. Do you know what I mean? It's a guaranteed. You know what I mean? So it's like 80% of your games, you're never dying early game. That's a good way of not wasting your time when you're playing. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's that. So what's that? That loot. Know how to defend space. What you need to know is how to defend space. All you got to do is put a building around you, then you just defend that space. Don't have a building around you, have some rocks around you, defend that space. You got to learn how to do that, which people don't in this game don't know how to do. Um, what else is there? That's it. Then you're just waiting for the moment. Be a moment player. Wait for the moment or create the moment. Wait for the moment. It's a battle royale. There's a moment. You can't just send. There's a moment. Wait for the moment or create a moment. That's it. That's all you need. Once you've got those sort of skills, you're fucking one of the best players in this game. Obviously, reaction time is the last bit. How quick you press your buttons and your confidence in your ability. That's important too. That's the shit I could teach, you know? The analytical stuff on the game, it is a bit, how far can a Valkyrie fly? How high can she go then fly? Could we use her here? Will we get over that rock or where it fell? Because it could all go wrong in a tournament. Little things like that, all that shit. If that ring is, what did I used to know? I wasn't exact on it, but around 1, 2, I used to play and like be very confident in the ring taking damage because I knew how many heals I needed. I don't have that confidence now because I don't understand the rings anymore and the time of the heals and all that. Because it's not just the strength of the heals and the rings, but I think the heals have stayed the same. But the ring heat, what's the other one? Now you got 6 in your bag instead of 4, so that changes the math. I played literally with 4 syringes. What was it? 4 batteries, 8 shields, 4 syringes, 1 arc, 1 thermal. That's on controller. Now on PC, I really need a Phoenix kit as well. But you get 6 syringes now. I used to play with 4. But I've noticed 6 ain't quite enough for me, so I need the Phoenix kit. I've not quite got to that point where I'm fighting enough, where I think I'm going to need the 2 med kits as well. So the game's a bit easier now because you get a level 2 bag, don't you? When you get a blue. No, when you get a level 2, you got to find a bag, don't you? You get the blue shield, then you get the blue guns. Right, yeah. Changed a bit. I've lost a bit of the glue that I had. What else is it? One legend revives you, and your health starts coming back up, which I don't know about that bit. All those little bits. It's like I can't learn all that shit. I got care, otherwise I won't learn. If I don't care, I don't learn. That's true, that is. If I don't care about anything, I don't learn. Just literally consuming it. I'm not even a sponge. I'm not an ex. I'm a filled sponge, not accepting any more water. Shit. Yeah, so I'm getting a couple more chats on here now. A couple of people have said hi, which is fine. That keeps growing a little bit. I'll take my foot off the pedal a bit. I'll take somebody's negative just because they're here for negative. You can use their chat, can't you, to activate your channel a bit more? I don't think Twitch is the same as YouTube though. If you have extra chat on YouTube, you'll get more viewers. Like you get comments in the videos and all that, you'll get more viewers. No talks for a while. Shit. I got the fucking strong glasses on. What a dick. Stay never. Oh, no, don't. Get back on that decaf. I've not been drinking it for about 5 days. Been drinking some instant shit. That tastes like shit now. Weird, isn't it? Taste buds, man. That's why I know I can do anything with my mouth if I wanted to. I could fucking go vegan if I needed to. I could go fucking carnivore if I needed to. What else is there? Fruitarian, is it? I could go fruitarian if I needed to. I wouldn't want to. I think the best I could ever do is vegetarian. Maybe at a push vegan. I don't know about that. But you are what you eat. So if I was living on my own land and I had to grow my own shit, I could eat anything. End of the day, I've never been a massive food eater in the sense of some people really love their food. I just eat to live, or to feel, or to stop the pain, whatever it is burning inside of you, and you got to put something in there to stop it happening. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, my shoulder! I'm still scared to move it. Got to try and get braver on it. Forever, forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to? Superhuman versus pro boxer. Not fair though, is he? He's not a boxer, is he? Yeah. It's just relentless punching. It's like Apex, isn't it? If you play with a real squad and they're squeezing and unloading their guns, it's just constant pressure. It's a pro boxer, that is like that. Boom, 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 boom. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. That is fast as fuck, that was. Do, 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 do. My nose is dirty. Set in your hand, things are everywhere. Lit a cigarette. And a new melody broke my heart. You was neon in the head. Getting close to using TikTok soon as well. Let's just start getting some people chat on Twitch. Literally. Obviously, I got a negative history with Twitch, so obviously I'm not gonna trust anybody who's chatting in my chat straight away. It's too easy to come in with a different name. Do you know what I mean? And be the same. When you got as low views as me, it's very easy for somebody to dislike you and have more, say, three accounts and come in with these three different accounts, and you could think it's three separate people, but it's not. It's the same person because your channel is that fucking quiet. Do you know what I mean? And just take the piss out of you, like just because there's some fucking weirdos. You know what I mean? But you don't know until your channel starts doing that for a few months, and you start realizing it can't be the same person every night doing this. This is a bit too, and it starts growing. Another one, another viewer, and all that. Like some organic stuff happens. You're right. I put up with some shit in my channel a bit. Just not willing to put up with much, especially when I've just seen my teammates do five things wrong before I've just died on the ring. Because I'm just like, well, why did that all have to happen? That's why I couldn't be fucked. That's why I don't know how to ring, how much I should touch it. That's why I couldn't be bothered to stop and heal. That's why I didn't do probably a couple of crouch side jumps to get there a bit quicker, or I didn't make the decision to go there quicker. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there was a balloon I could have gone on. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Loads of things because I couldn't be fucked. Because I've done this. This has happened to me 50,000 times. Your randoms are idiots. You know, maybe not 50,000 times. A bit unfair. 40,000 times. It's a bit draining, isn't it? But it is what it is. Like you. Mm, ah, mm. Ooh. I still like this song. It's very mellow. It's very slow and mellow. I like it. I want to get me 600 revives. I would like to free stack some masters and just show, not necessarily show, experience having teammates alive at the end of the game regularly and being able to win with comms, or just coming second regularly. Fucking fine. Just the ease of it. I would never usually play a game solo. I'd always try and make a team or something like that. But with this game, I didn't want to play with no one because I just wanted to do the little tips and the coaching. I didn't like using the word coaching. It was more tips. But I realized I would make a good coach. My knowledge ain't great enough on this game to really push that, but I'm a good enough coach to help any noob never, ever, 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 ever be called a noob again. Which means they're definitely going to hit higher ranks than what they already hit. It means our KD is going to be a bit better. It means they'll have good fundamentals, basically. And there ain't many players in Apex that got good fundamentals. Some really skilled players and confident players, but not very many with fundamentals. Which I suppose you learn them in games like Counter-Strike. The importance of your life. The anchor moment, the 1v1, that costs you the game. So it shows how important whatever happened the 2 minutes before that caused that 1v1 moment. Where why isn't it a 2v1? Why isn't it easier than it in 1v1? Relying on a 1v1. Well then, makes you start analyzing, makes you realize how important it is you shouldn't die. It shows up all your weak points. And it forces you to improve. Or I suppose in those games, people just don't play with you. They get better, you don't, and you get left behind, which is not nice. A lot of it is what I see in people is the way they think about it. They don't think right. I watch people move. There's something I'm watching in a moment on YouTube. Um, Nice guy, but keeps putting titles up about how bad his game is. You're playing ranked game, but I watch him play, and even when they loots, he doesn't care. There's no care in it, even in his looting. He doesn't know there's enemy until he's already been shot at. He's got no awareness around him when he's looting. Just somewhat simple like that. Being aware in the game speeds up your reaction time, speeds up your what you know, because you see more, because you're aware, not just looking down at your loot. Do you know what I mean? Jumping up and down when you're looting. So if you do get beamed, you're breaking camera a lot. That sort of player. That you start stacking micro bits in your game. Do add up. And everybody can do that. That's the thing. Everybody can do that. Watching the LGS every week was nice. Seeing them all staying the fuck alive. Nice. I always said that's the way the game has to be played, but when I seen them all alive at the end of the game like that, they were literally in little buildings next to each other, and no one was fucking dying. I was like, this is kind of ruining the game a bit. You expect maybe 6 squads to be dead or something at least, you know what I mean? All of them were still alive. No one's willing to leave their little cubby hole. They're foxhole. How's it playing again? Same fucking song again. Yeah. No, got rock off with one. Mmm. Mmm. These crisps are going to be hard to not eat these. They got this like barbecue powder on them. Okay, that's nice. Dissolves on your tongue. Oh, you is free, is never alone. Mm. Love it. Yeah, there you go. Well, we're at, hmm, we're not. I wouldn't say we're halfway there, but we're gonna say we're halfway there. We're streaming. We're trying out another internet. We got another controller. We already done the keyboard bit. We got to move the stream over to this one. We got to tidy up our house behind us. We got to become self-employed. We keep forgetting about that one. I hate paperwork. Fucking hell. I hate forums, man. I fucking can't stand them. There's something wrong with me. I can sit there and play a game and my ass will not move because I'm in the game. You put a fucking form in front of me on that fucking screen, and my ass is going around everywhere. It's fucking got fucking close feet. My ass and starts want to walk away. any form on this fucking screen. Anything that wants my name and address, I fucking immediately answer in my punch. That's weird. Mm. Hard details. Ugh. It's so nice. I don't know how bad it is for me. They're not unhealthy ones, but they're still fried. I think they're baked actually. Baked, not fried. I don't know. They're slightly healthy anyway. But they ain't healthy. But I feel good when I eat them because they're healthier. Make it till you make it, baby. Never used to believe in that, but I do believe in that. Used to watch these players play, and they would go like, you're better," and all that. I looked at it, I said, "What a tacky word," but I look at the positivity in it. You know what I mean? You're better, you're better, you're better, you're better, you're better. You win these, you win these. I see the positivity in it, so I look at that differently now. I've got a problem with clickbait titles. Ooh. My fucking hair do that. What size your eyes is over there? I know they aren't big ones, but they're still bigger than ours. So you have a fucking stiff neck. What's the storyline here then? Don't remember watching this movie. I would have known. Don't remember watching this movie. I was a proper movie buff. I now like music, but I don't know much about music. I don't remember this movie. What year is this fucking movie? Friday, when you never get away. A bit affectionate in there for a crowd setting, don't you think? I think that was a little bit over the top, that one there. Oh, shit, where is it? Let's see, man. There's more shit's gonna go. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's okay. Fucking dangerous, man. I don't need to watch this. This guy's good. Yeah, baby. Bouncy ball and sparklers. Great. What's in the fucking bouncy ball? So simple. It's so good. Like it. Giving it a thumbs up. He's got a shitload of thumbs up, but fuck it. I got it. He is good. Cool doing me. Mm. Do it, me man. Gone, gone. Wish my word and I fell for it. Started to fire to my forest. He's moaning more than me. He's only been playing a few hundred hours. Oh dear, it's a giggle. Oh, the band? I did as well, I think, for a second. But I wasn't really paying attention. Nice term. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's been well, mate. Mm, mm. Nah, you're watching me, are you? Where are you going? It's like a see how Octane works. Stimulate for me. Out of line of sight and they're both dead. First in before helping his teammate. Fucking brilliant. How is he getting away with this? The alternator got a single fire on it. It's naughty at that position, isn't it? Better than the flat line. Hitting. I'm not saying it's better damage or whatever, but it's definitely a better These are really nice. Good for you as well. Mm. Mm. People. Mm. Mm. Got a hint of salt in it as well. You get this tiny tink of salt right at the end, but you don't notice it. And I remember it's salt. You could also possibly think it was like a syrup or something. Not really, but it's a hard one to describe. I swear it's got salt in it. Mm. Mm. That video I had tonight, not saying it was my best ever player, but probably one of my best players I've ever had. Best communicator by a mile. That's a real communicator. Couldn't turn him up though. You've got more players like that. I'm not saying every game, but if you had like one of that every hour or every 2 hours, well, I might turn back on. You know, might want to start playing the game like properly again. Because it takes basically one mistake to go wrong. Somebody's got to revive. You're fucked. One person trying to defend whatever they're sending you. I can't stand that happening. That's my end. If I won't play with certain people. Don't want to play for fucking an hour and only get one good game out of it. I want to get good game after good game. I don't mind losing. Just be nice to like lose well. Do you know what I mean? Oh, a bit of more I can chew. Mm. And 12. Yeah. Well, I need to sit up straight, don't I? I need to do a fucking lot of things, people. I've got a few different games to play now. I should play a bit of Fortnite, but I just can't. I can't bring myself to play it. I'm not as bad on games as I was now, where I was really heavy. I just didn't want to play nothing. I just wanted to play Apex because it was easy. That was all, you know. I've got to a place now where I can play other games. You know, I think Art Raiders has helped a little bit. Being a current game, a new game, there's a vibe on the internet about it. You're kind of sitting in that vibe when you're playing, and a couple of nice people being on the game. It's been nice. It's been refreshing. Oh, it's been refreshing. Shit. I ain't got much tissue. Can I have a miracle, please? Can I? Can I? Thank you. Thanks very much. But 19% of my CPU's been 20%. What's that? 18, 20%. Fucking hell. Wow. You shouldn't even be touching my CPU. You got these toxic content creators making these bloody videos, aren't you? Trying to make people look bad. Yeah. My channel is known for what it is. I give tips on the randoms errors. Most of that was on console. 90% of it was valid. Did get a bit toxic as well, but my mic was never on. It was on a few times accidentally. That was it. And lo and behold, what I said at the beginning of the game, about 6 months into it, maybe 8 months, the way I said they need to play is the way they've all ended up playing. Too many variables. And the pro scene was very weak, I would say, for the first 2 years. Anybody could be a pro. You just have to be like a creator, I look like. Mm. Ah. Apex has got better. A different experience on PC. That's been a nice change. I'm the best communicator I've ever had in the game. Sad I couldn't hear him very well, but I could tell he was communicating well. We'll just stop playing what's on a bit better. I feel a bit restricted with her. I think she's a little bit harder to use on a mouse and keyboard. The way the controller works with putting the fences around is very useful. Very small movements. Obviously, you've got to swing your mouse about. Heart Raiders is alright. I think graphically, if it was just a bit more vibrant for me, but I think it's all about your settings and how good your PC is. I think it might can go much higher. It's alright. I think the vibe is how nice they are to you. Maybe it's an AI voice, but it's nice. It's a nice feeling. I like that. It said, let it be known, he who is free is never alone. We're behind us, I'll wait for you there. Dark raiders to the lion tamers to the stowaway. The mirror five razors, the black five razors. It said, let it be known. Path before us, the world behind us. I'll wait for you there. You can do that well. I need to I've worked on my voice by now. I think you can improve your voice to a certain degree. I think there's a wall. I think there's what would the word be? Gifted, talented, not elite. It's the wrong word, isn't it? Professional. It still doesn't feel like some people are just fucking. Do you know what I mean? Jaw dropping. Don't need me to get off my shoes. Who left? Who there? Oh, I thought no. Nice bit of guitar there. Hungry. Hmm. Mm. What should we talk about? I know too much about games now. It's getting tedious. I've become an expert at analyzing a game, broken it down to some probably 5 fundamentals, I'd say. That'd be a fundamental of each one. I don't know. So what would it be? Out of line of sight, positioning. What do you call it? Game sense, tactical awareness. You know, just doing a bit of math in your head, not too much. Like that, where I fucking touched the ring earlier on, and I took too much damage. You know, that just that learning that stuff. You know, more than the fundamentals of a game, going that bit beyond. It is what I say. It's like the difference between a good player and a bad player is laziness. That's all it is, and it's really rude to say it, and it's not a nice word, but it's so true. Somebody who's willing to crouch side jump around a map, somebody's willing to zigzag, somebody's willing to go and do the beacons, somebody who's willing to communicate, somebody's willing to communicate in a fight and push, you know, and communicate their stuff. You know, it's fucking big stuff. That is. That's not lazy. A lazy person won't do that. So all it is. I think you've got to say it in a bad way as well sometimes. I think it's a good word because it's fixable. It's so fixable for everybody. You can also offend with it as well, aren't you? So, but I like the word though. I think it suits it right. I'm not even that good at a game anymore. You know, I don't practice it. I used to practice it, or I used to have intention on it. I don't anymore. I like to get the movement to feel a bit like it used to, and then I can build my movement. That's why I've been mucking about with the wall jumps, just to try and learn them a little bit, so I can maybe use them now and again. I'd love to learn that one where they pop a hill off of it as well. I think that's quite important. I get used to doing that. I got a feeling that I have to be on a bind though for healing a battery or something instead of trying to find it and press the button with the mouse while I'm in the midair. It's gonna have to be a key in it. Music, people. I don't share my screen much. I used to. Twitch, 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 Twitch. Thought something funny. He reminds me of someone. So I was pictures and I found it funny. I fucking got a wire on it, look. That fucking wolf gets bigger, doesn't he, eh? I'm fucking scared now. That's getting like a bull. I can't even say a pit bull, it's a fucking bull. Oh, baby. Like he sends. That's such an annoying fucking movie though when that happened. I was pissed. It was Sunday night. It was my last movie before I was going back to fucking work. And they fucking did that to me at the end, the bastards. I was pissed. 2 in the morning I was fucking up too watching that. Bastards. 4 hours sleep I had till I get work. Fucking bastards. Fucking fuck me, they do. Good movie though, but I felt fucked. Felt like I'd been the biggest piss and take out of me. Who the fuck would make a movie that fucking long and cut it off like that? Who the fuck would do that? That's just taking the piss. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Are you being serious? He did not hold back. Sing this video. I don't remember him wearing green now. I could never be that honest. I can push a bit on the game. I feel like I know enough about a game to push the boundary a bit. I couldn't do that to for other people. Fucking women. You can't see what I'm watching, sorry. I forgot. The game is called PUBG. I now remember what that game was called. I was trying to say earlier. Oh, what a dick. He looks proper beefy there, though, didn't he? Like, he was fucking bursting. Yeah, no. Fair play. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. What did he do? He's fucking picky. Oh. Oh. Uh, who's this? So I don't watch streamers. Can usually tell in a few minutes how good somebody is, can't you? You got many thumbs up? 125 viewers. This guy's got a grappling gun. I'm watching an Art Raiders video. How Whisker. Games graphics look good, but it's very dark. I guess he's Science, sir. That's good, isn't it? Like that. We'll be there eventually. Making it proper, I like it. They're rotating. What do you think about that up flat? Nothing to do with it. Oh, you're not even a fucking follower. We can't be fucking it. My channel has been taken down for more than a year. I'm going to be very cautious who are my first two to come on this channel. I'm not going to trust anything. I ain't paranoid. For what I want. Free fucking world. The sneezing's done now. I'm off. Have a good night. No one's chatting. I'm going, baby. If you're a real person, goodbye. Have fun. If you're here for any other reasons, I don't know what. Have a good night. Have fun. Goodbye. My shoulder to hurt. I just tried to hit myself up with my elbows. Fuck, I should have done that. Anyway,